What's good, YouTube, and welcome to the house. So I saw some card art dropping for an upcoming archetype in Battle of Chaos. I was like, here we go again. Dragon Waifus 2.0. Am I gonna have a new rival on Market Watch? No, it's a different kind of scaly. It's Dino Waifus, which raises all sorts of questions. How is this going to mix with like the Oviraptor Mist, the kind of generic dinosaurs? That's why they're always careful with creating, zombies, right? You have Unizombie, Mizuki, that generic zombiness. So I'm super interested to see how these fusion dinos end up playing. I have not read these. We're going to read them for the first time together. Enter the modern domain of these dinosaurs. And it is interesting aesthetically, modern dinosaur hybrids into this futuresque city. I kind of like where this is going. It feels like Konami's getting more in touch and creative. Our chosen term for this group of cards, Dinorphia, might be tentative. We will issue an update if deemed necessary. So Yu-Gi-Oh! Org, again, as usually, loose translations. Let's go ahead and see. When it comes to names, by the way, for the effects, they've pretty much always got it down. We have Dinorphia, Theresia, a level 4 Dark Dinosaur effect monster, attack 1500, defense 0. You can only use the effect among the first and second effects of this card's name only once per turn. If this card is normal or special summon, so you can summon this off Misk if for some reason Archosaur is not the target, you can set a Dinorphia trap directly from the deck to your spell and trap zone. Then, if you have 2,000 or less life points, this card gains 500 attack. Okay, so it's kind of a gimmicky thing for the second part of the effect, but still a 2,000 level 4, not the biggest thing to be scoffed at with an effect, I suppose. I still like that it can be normal or special and not just normal. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish one trap from your graveyard. Remember, it serves as a trap. Special summon a level 4 or lower Dinorphia monster from your graveyard, except Dinorphia Theresia. So you're looking at already established resources in the graveyard, yet you get one of the two pieces for this to happen off of her search, and it will also probably matter how good the traps themselves are. Can you activate them anytime? That sort of stuff. Let's look at the next one. We have the husbando here, Dinorphia Diplos. I guess they're all based off dinosaurs, even though, it's the tech that does it for them. They got Dino DNA, level 4 Dark Dinosaur effect monster. Are they all dark, so Allure's going to work as a draw engine in dinos? That's kind of interesting. You can use each effect among the first and second effects of this card's name only once per turn. If this card is normal or special again, you can send one Dinorphia card from your deck to the graveyard. Then, if you have 2,000 or less life points, inflict 500 damage. I'm down to 2,000, but bang, bang, I got 500 life points. I will say, though, for the activation requirement of these effects, the fact that you have to be in this niche setup of 2,000 life, which I'm maybe guessing that some of the traps will encourage Solemns to be played, you're probably playing from behind, so it doesn't encourage time rule stall gameplay as much as, say, Sky Strikers would. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can banish one trap from your graveyard, special summon a level 4 or lower Dinorphia monster from your graveyard, except for Dinorphia Diplos. So I believe that's the same effect, except can't summon itself, the specific name. Yeah, it is banish from graveyard, special summon from graveyard once again. We have a level 6 Dark Dinosaur Fusion effect Mommy. I almost said Dragon Mommy just out of, the natural. But yeah, not bad. Level 6 Dark. Attack 4,000. Okay, there has to be a drawback there, I'm assuming. Defense 0. Fusion mats are 2 Dinorphia monsters with different names, so it's not like a Dinorphia and any dinosaur or something like that. You can use each effect among the second and third effects with this card's name only once per turn. Loses attack equal to your life points. I knew it. It had to. At level 6, 4,000, had to have something like that. During the main phase quick effect, you can pay half of your life points. There it is! Then banish one Dinorphia normal trap from your graveyard, so you need one already in there. This effect becomes that traps effect while this card's activated. Okay, now this all hinges on the traps. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon one level 4 or lower Dinorphia monster from your graveyard. Well, this first effect, if you're at 8,000, still puts her at 0 attack. So, yeah, again, depends on the traps. Then if it's destroyed by your own card effect, I do like special summon the one from the graveyard once again, though. All of these are eating the traps so much. Is there a way to recycle the traps too? Dinorphia Stealthbergia is a level 6 Dark Dinosaur effect fusion monster. Attack 0, defense 2500. Wow, the power output is whelming so far. You can only use each effect among the second and third effects of this card name only once per turn. While you have 2,000 or less life points, you do not pay life points to activate trap cards or Dinorphia, so you're trying to stay around 2k. I wish it was 4,000, honestly. I get it, but I wish it was 4,000. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can inflict damage to them equal to that monster's original attack. So now we're playing catch up. Now we have something substantial. But it's a hard OPT, but man, that's not bad. If this card is destroyed by battle or card effect, you can special summon a level 4 or lower Dinorphia. So we have 2 6 fusions. All right, here's the traps. Here's what it all comes down to. Dinorphia Domain, a normal trap card. You can only activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. During the main phase, pay half your life points again. Fusion summon a Dinorphia fusion monster from your extract using monsters from your hand, deck, or field as fusion material. There you go. When your opponent activates a card or effect, if you have 2,000 life points or less, you can banish this card from your graveyard and take no damage from your opponent's card effects this turn. I wish it was from battle or card effects. When you're already hanging on, halving life points, 2,000. I wish that this protected from battle as well, and I'm gonna guess one of them does, or something like that. But yeah, the first effect is very nice. It is very nice to be able to send resources from deck to grave, to be able to do all that. Half your life points isn't the biggest deal in this deck. You want to do that, it seems. I will point out that this doesn't have fusion in the name, and thinking about future card design and everybody's argument about Verte and future-proofing the game, you don't have to have the word fusion on a fusion card. Invocation, normal summon Alistair, it stops future card design. You can just do this, by the way. Dinorphia Alert is a normal trap. You can activate 1 card with this card's name per turn, and everyone's going to be mad at Anaconda because of the hero stuff in Bode, but that's going to happen too. Pay half your life points. For the rest of this turn, you cannot special summon monsters except Dinorphia monsters. Also special summon from your graveyard up to 2 Dinorphias, whose total levels equal 8, which you can, basically Foolish Burial as fusion mats off the other card. But they cannot declare attacks. When your opponent activates a card or effect, if you have 2,000 life points or less, you can banish this card from your graveyard. You take no damage from opponent's card effects again. I don't like that. I wish it was battle and card effects. Battles is how you're usually gonna die. This seems so out of touch with the game. It's so weird. I don't like that. I really wish it was battle. Dinorphia Brute, normal trap. You can activate 1 card with this card's name per turn, pay half your life points, destroy 1 Dinorphia monster you control, and 1 card your opponent controls. A bit too fair. When your opponent activates a card or effect, if you have 2,000 or less life points, banish this card from your graveyard. Take no damage from opponent's card effects. Why isn't it battle too? Or just battle? Dinorphia Shell is a counter trap card. You can activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. At the start of your opponent's battle phase, pay half your life points. Special summon a Dinorphia token. Here we go. 3,000 defense, but 0 attack. Level 10. Ooh, so close to being able to summon Egyptian God Slime. And if you do, your opponent cannot target other monsters for attacks while you control that token this turn. I'm pretty sure Egyptian God Slime needs to be Aqua. I could be wrong. During damage calculation, if you would take battle damage and you have 2,000 life points or less, you can banish the card from the graveyard, no damage from battle. There we go. That's what I wanted, right? But this card already has a blocker that is a ring of magnetism to your opponent, so just doubles down on it. Also, all the traps are banishing when you need to banish them for the monsters. All their good effects, they banish. You need that. This resource game is so weird. Dinorphia Sonic counter trap. You can activate 1 card with this card's name per turn. When your opponent activates a spell or trap card, if you control a Dinorphia monster, pay half your life points. Negate the activation. If you do destroy the card, then destroy a Dinorphia you control. All these are so fair. What is happening? During damage calculation, if you would take battle damage and you have 2,000 or less, banish it. No damage from battle. Okay, so there's 2. It just all feels so fair. Counter Trap Dinorphia Reversion. You can activate one card with this card's name per turn. If you control a Dinorphia fusion monster, pay half your life points, banish a Counter Trap from your graveyard, specifically Counter Trap. This effect becomes that Counter Trap's effect while this card is activated. During damage calculation, if you would take battle damage and you have 2,000 life points or less, you can banish this card from your graveyard. You take no damage from battle once again. That one's pretty decent. I don't know. It feels a lot like my UA problem. You only have 2 level 4 monsters. You have 2 fusions. The rest are all traps. I guess they want to rely on how good the Dino engine is as is. But I don't know, all this playing a game of chicken and Yu-Gi-Oh! Getting down to 2,000 life points, and then you're supposed to protect yourself with the banish effects, but also use them for resources for all of your monsters. I don't know that I'm feeling this out the gate other than the artwork, because they didn't do such a bad job on that. Thanks for watching today's video and react, and subscribe if you haven't already. Keep up with the Yu-Gi-Oh! News, the Yu-Gi-Oh! Market. Like the video if you at least enjoy the conversation, and what do you think? My initial thoughts are, you're paying a lot of life points. We're going to see some super weird numbers from half, those old school solemn days. But where does this deck go with the so few main deck monster resources and diffusions? And it just feels like you needed more monsters here. How many cards is this? Is this 2, 4, 6, 8, 10? It's unlikely they get too much more, at least in this initial set. So I'm looking forward, I guess, to the set after Battle of Chaos to update this deck. Yeah, the UA problem kind of applies here, at least in my mind. Let me know your early thoughts, builds. Are you just appreciating the artwork, or is there gameplay already churning in your heads?